First, let's look at your particular cycle and start putting names to things.
An addiction cycle works like this.
The unmet needs and longings of your heart are always hungry.
Certain things trigger your cravings to soothe your inner wounds.
You plan and organize your life so you can act out your addiction again.
You act out and get some temporary relief, a spike of dopamine that feels great.
After the short-lived dopamine spike fades, you are back to where you started. There's the cycle.
Now let's talk about breaking it.
Don't worry, you don't have to stop doing everything. The truth is, just break one link, and you weaken the whole system.
The unmet needs and longings of your heart are always hungry. It is these inner wounds that drive your addiction.
The ache, the emptiness, the pressure. This is what the addictive behavior falsely promises to soothe.
Internal pain and emptiness are always trying to attach you to pleasurable objects.
Your unresolved issues are your vulnerability.
You resolve unmet needs by the renewing of your mind. Inner healing teachings, like these videos, help you find the truth about your behaviors.
You are not an island. You really need to build healthy relationships.
This will help your heart feel better.
This may take time and planning as your old patterns die slowly. Trust will replace fear and any shame.
You will never be completely free of temptation because you're human, but you can be free to be your true self, to love and receive love.
First, the covers need to come off the holes in your soul. You need to acknowledge your deficits and admit that you are trying to fill them with things other than God.
An addictive cycle has occurred.
None of us will ever be good enough for God.
On hearing this, Jesus told them, "It is not the healthy who need a doctor, but the sick. I have not come to call the righteous, but sinners."
This verse emphasizes Jesus' work is to reach out to those in need of healing and forgiveness. That means you.
Addiction substitutes God's love and tenderness towards you.
You must allow Him to re-establish His love in you.
This fills the holes in your soul. They cannot be filled any other way. Certain things trigger your cravings.
Reality gets blocked out.
The craving whispers, "Come to me. I'll give you some relief."
The yearning builds up in your heart, and you give in to the temptation again.
First, you need to identify your particular triggers.
Let's say your top 3.
Then you can start structuring your life to make it harder for these triggers to work.
Devise ways to occupy the spare time in your life.
Keep your mind occupied.
You are particularly vulnerable in downtime.
Remember, this is not you, this is not who you are, this is something that has a hold of you.
You must be smart. Reduce your exposure to temptation.
Change your routines. Strengthen your sleep.
Eat properly and regulate your stress.
Reduce your stimuli. Perhaps that means no chats, media, food temptation.
Block your internet access to the porn sites. Stop flashing pornographic images in front of the Holy Spirit, who is dwelling in you.
Ask forgiveness for that.
Study your cravings. They are actually bluffing you.
Cravings rise like a wave. They peak, then they pass.
Cravings eventually recede.
There is a thing called urge surfing which can help immensely, as it turns it into a game. Instead of giving in to your urges,
you surf them. Recognize the urge as it arises without judgment.
Understand that it is a temporary feeling that will pass.
Visualize the wave. Imagine the urge as a wave that builds, peaks, and then recedes.
This visualization helps in understanding that urges are not permanent.
Focus on sensations.
Pay attention to the physical sensations associated with the urge, allowing them to rise and fall without reacting to them.
Stay present and grounded while experiencing the urge.
In summary, urge surfing is a valuable skill that empowers individuals to manage their cravings and unwanted behaviors as you develop self-control,
Ultimately leading to healthier, more godlike choices.
Don't think about stopping the addiction altogether. Just concentrate on reducing the frequency and intensity of the addiction and getting control of the cravings.
Eventually, the urges will be so weak you can shout no to temptation.
The end game is to stop the thought in its tracks and recognize it as a dysfunctional negative emotion.
2 Corinthians 10:5 says, "We are taking every thought captive to make it obedient to Christ."
1 Corinthians 10 verse 13 promises, when you are tempted, God will provide a way out.
You plan and organize your life so you can act out.
Some people go to great lengths and get a lot of enjoyment in the build-up. You need to sabotage this moment.
Purposely delay the intended activity. I'll wait 20 minutes.
This is another great breakpoint in the cycle.
Take some time to plan alternatives. When you feel X, you will do Y instead.
Go for a positive addiction.
Substituting is far easier than eliminating, and swapping a bad behavior for a good behavior is the most effective solution.
You can actually use the energy of the addictive cycle to build healthy habits.
Addicted to doing good? Now that's noble.
You act out and get your temporary relief.
You perform the ritual, and you silence the craving.
You feel peaceful.
You say to yourself, "But I needed it. I deserved it. Besides, I really had no choice. It's just the way I am. I have to do it."
You get your strong short-term gratification, a comforting, elated, floaty feeling that you call pleasure.
But it's really just imitating the Holy Spirit and the presence of God.
That is why your addiction just leaves you thirsty again. It is a counterfeit, and it is actually incapable of satisfying your needs.
Psalm 127 verse 1. Unless the Lord builds the house, its builders labor in vain.
After the short-lived dopamine spike fades,
You are left empty and alone.
a post-gratification crash tends to follow. The holes in your soul will start to reappear.
The comfort that your cravings promised you was short-lived and has solved nothing. Deceived again. Be careful here.
Feeling bad about yourself is exactly what fuels the next loop. Instead, refuse to feel low or bad. Be non-judgmental.
You know the monster is more powerful than you. But you're not going to give it the pleasure of seeing you feel guilty. Lay this relapse at the foot of the cross.
Disempower it. This is not me. This is something controlling me.
I place my weakness and my pitiful humanity in the hands of Jesus. He will stand in the gap for me until I can do it for myself.
Identify what worked. Plan more interruption points. Start to enjoy giving the cycle a hard time.
Build your new identity. I'm learning to choose differently. I'm taking back ground.